Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Haley, and this is At Home with Haley. I haven't talked to the camera in a while. I just posted a video with a voiceover the other day, but haven't talked to the camera in a while. So, hi, it's good to see you all. Thank you so much for coming by and watching. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. It means a lot to me that you take time out of your day to watch me. So just wanted to get on here and tell you guys what I'm doing this weekend and take you along with me so that we can hang out while I get it done. So if you see behind me the cabinet with the dead roses on it, and I'll turn you around and give you Alright, so this cabinet here, I've had it for a long time. It came with a bedroom suite, so it had this, and then the armoire that's in my bedroom that my husband keeps some of his stuff in, came together. I can't remember if there was ever a nightstand, and then the bed that we had with it was like a metal bed. So, we used to have this in our bedroom. It's been years since we used it in that way. It sits out here next to this table, and I keep, so basically my junk drawers in there. I keep some like just random CDs. So it's kind of random storage for us right now, which could use some organization, but that's not what today's video will be for. I want to paint this. So originally this room just had the white trim in the middle, the chair rail, and it was the same color top and bottom. But a few weeks ago, we decided we wanted the bottom to all be white. So that's a semi-gloss extra white paint at the bottom. And then we did the top in the same color I had painted our kitchen in, which is the Repose Gray by Sherwin Williams. So this entire area got painted except up there where it's too tall. So on the stairs, so we actually took it all the way down this side because that area would get so smudged with handprints as people walked up the steps that I wanted it to be something easier to wipe. So the white does go all the way down on this side. That is the Repose Gray again, and then we did that Repose Gray in the entire basement as well. Well, not the bedroom of the basement, but the entire bigger room. But up here, we didn't have a ladder that would get to these areas. But that is the original color. It was kind of a bluish gray. And it went on the bottom and the top. So you'll see right there we've got a finish. And my husband says he's going to bring a ladder home tomorrow, or I think we have a ladder in the backyard that will work, that we just need to clean off before we bring it in the house. So my point being that originally this didn't feel so yellowy in this space because there wasn't all that white behind it, but now it does kind of feel like it just stands out. I don't know, not in a good way. So what I want to do is paint it. And I want to do some new hardware. And the color I want to paint it, if you'll travel with me to the kitchen, is the same color as our island, which is called Succulent. It's also a Sherwin Williams color. But I want to do like a flat gold hardware on it. So I think that's going to be really pretty. So just wanted to let you guys know what we're going to be doing in the video, and I've got to pull all of my supplies together, make sure I've got everything. I think I don't need to buy anything. I'm going to prime it first with this Zinsser 123 primer I already have. I used it when I repainted our kitchen cabinets before we put the paint on, and it worked really well. You're not supposed to have to sand, but I am going to sand a little bit. And then I'm going to prime it first, and we'll see if I think you only have to let it dry for about an hour after you prime. And if that's the case, I may be able to get some paint coats on tonight. It's Friday. I just got done working. It's a little after 5 o'clock right now. So, don't have a ton of time today. I mean, I can work on it as long as I want to, but, hopefully I can get a lot done. So, and hopefully it'll look really good at the end. I don't have the hardware yet, but I'm not worried about that. I'll pick that up sometime later, but just getting the painting done is gonna be the hard part. So, let's get started. All right, got my painting clothes on, pulled everything together. So I'm going to first move this table out of the way over there, and then get everything out of these drawers and all, and everything off the top so that I can move it out. I've got an old sheet to put it on, and we're going to get started. I think that light might help a little. It gets dark in here when the sun starts going down, so let me get this moved out of the way. I've got everything out of the drawers, and I've pulled a few of the drawers out and set them over here. I'm probably going to start with the actual cabinet. I'll do the drawers last, but look at that dust. I never pull these drawers out, like I never clean in here. So I am going to vacuum this out before I start, because I just don't want like that dust getting on my paintbrush or anything. So just wanted to show you this. And then here's the randomness of these drawers. We keep our light bulbs in there, all our like little random like nails and tacks and all that, which I did have relatively organized. And then here's like another organizer that I had batteries in. There's a bunch of phone cases. So just a lot of random stuff. I imagine as I'm putting it back up, I will be throwing things away and organizing it a little better. But for now, it's going to sit right here out of my way. All right, and you can see here, I got everything cleaned, wiped it down with just a damp cloth to get any of that excess off or anything that's on there off. And then I'm sanding it, focusing on just the big flat areas. I'm not trying to get into every nook and cranny. I'm going to let the primer do its job there. So focusing on the sides, the top, and then the bottom pieces and that cabinet front, that door. And then I'm going back, there's a little ridge in the top of this piece of furniture, and it just catches dust and dirt and stuff. So I'm vacuuming off the whole top, but really focused on that little ridge to make sure I got everything out of there. And then I just wanted to mention, if this, if you're not used to doing things like this and you're gonna kind of give it a first try, just keep in mind as you start to paint, you're gonna want to maybe put on thicker coats and try to cover it the first time, but you really want to do lighter coats and make them thinner. A big thick coat of paint is just going to want to peel away, even with primer on. So thinner coats, you're pretty much always going to need to do multiple coats. And here you're seeing me, this was a fitted sheet that's old and it just wanted to curl up, so I cut the sides so that it would lay a little flatter, and that worked just fine. So keep that in mind if you need to do the same. But just wanted to give that tip. I have done a good bit of painting in my life. My dad owned his own business where he had to paint a lot, and I would go help him sometimes. I would paint my bedrooms. I would paint furniture with my mom. So I've done a lot, and then my husband has a little business of his own on the side, and I'll help him if he gets to where he needs to finish a job and he needs, to hurry and go a little faster. I'll come help him out. So I've got a good bit of experience. I'm definitely not a professional, but I have, done a good bit more than some people maybe have. So you want to get a nice, good, thin coat. You're going to have to do multiple coats most of the time, so don't try to just, slap it on there and try to get a thick coat and be done. Painting is something that takes patience. So, just take your time, and you're going to be glad you did. Take the time to do that primer. You're going to be glad you did. I would say take your time and do the sanding, but I'm not one who does a whole lot of sanding. I just rough it up a little bit. So, but definitely not a professional. So if you feel the need to sand away. But for me, I just feel like, if in a year, if I've got to touch this up, I will. I'd rather do that than sand it for hours at a time. So. night, and that design there is like little leaves, and it was, pretty tedious trying to get into all of those, but it came out all right. But that's the part that probably took the longest, so the other parts were pretty quick, but I do wish I could go this fast in real life. So definitely took a lot longer than how long you guys are seeing it. So, but I am getting about halfway through this coat because I hadn't done the other side, and I don't show that. But about halfway, a little more than halfway done with the priming on the cabinet part. Once I finish this, you'll see me move to the cabinet door to get that off and get it primed, and then also the drawers. On this evening, I think I mentioned it was a Friday evening. I thought I was going to have to stop to take my daughter to the movies, but my husband did go ahead and take her for me so that I could keep working. So that was good. I didn't have to stop. And then, I did do the primer. I did not prime twice. I just put one coat of primer on. It said to leave it for about an hour before a finished coat. So I did that. I stopped after I primed everything and made a couple pizzas for the kids and for everybody. And so just kind of relaxed for a few minutes after eating and then got back to it. So I let it dry for at least an hour. And then I came back and started the first top coat. And then I think I let it dry for an hour as well and did the second coat. So probably could have let the first coat of paint dry for longer before I did the second one, but that's just how I did it. I wanted to go ahead and get as much done as I could on this night. So all right, and if you were paying attention there, I just showed there were like 4 random staples stapled to the inside of this drawer. So I did pull those out. One of them took a little bit of work to get out, but I just showed those. I have no idea why they were in there. I looked in the other drawers to see if maybe they were supposed to be there, but none of the other drawers had them in there. So somebody just randomly put some staples in. They weren't holding anything on. They were like, stuck out from the wood a good bit, so they wouldn't have been doing much good if they were supposed to be. So I am now, I could have taken all the hardware off and then gone back and painted or primed. But I felt like then I'm touching each one twice, where this way I'm grabbing it, taking the hardware off and painting it. So just touching that, drawer one time. So that was my thinking. You could do it the other way and take all the hardware off and then not have to do that in between each coat. But I just did it this way. Definitely if you have an area to work and you are able to set these on a table of some sort, that would be a lot easier than the getting up and down. So if you have a work shop type area, or you I'm not telling you anything new if you already do updates to furniture all the time, but I just was thinking, like, as I was working, it would have been nice to not have to get up and down onto the floor, but didn't hurt me to have to do it, so I still got the job done. So there I'm priming the door. So it's just that one door in the middle, and the rest are drawers. So gonna work on getting those done. All right, I have everything primed. I'm not going to do like this. It closes into that little cabinet. I'm not gonna do like the insides of here. I'm just gonna leave those. I just want everything that's gonna show when you don't have anything open to be the green color. But they look pretty good. Didn't take too terribly long. It's about 7:15, so about 2 hours. And I think the paint coats will be even easier now that they're primed and I don't have to take any hardware off. I don't have to sand anything. So I think that's what I'm gonna be doing next.
You're only one. You choose it, don't lose it, don't let confuse it. Only then you begun. Feel like that. Feel like that. Shining star, giving, receiving, changing, believing. Only then we could start. Feel like that. Feel like that.
as y'all can see. Number one, my cat just jumped onto the wet paint. I got so aggravated. So I'm going back over where her paws were and cleaned off the floor where she jumped down with wet green paws. But anyway, and then I put her in the bathroom so maybe she wouldn't come back out. But then later someone let her back out. But no other cats got into paint in this video. So I am working on the first coat of green. I love this color. I think it's just like such a nice green. It's not too dark, not too light, not too like yellowy green. It's got a little blue tone to it, a little bit of gray tone to it, depending on the light. So I really like it. And I've seen it in pictures with like that matte gold, not too brassy gold hardware, and it looks really nice. So I know it's going to look good. You won't see in this video any hardware. I haven't ordered anything yet because I'm not quite sure which one I want to go with yet, but I will show that for sure once I get it. And so this paint was left over from the island, so I don't have that much, so I was a little nervous about it, and you'll see at the end. Just wait till the end and you'll see what we ended up doing. But it looks so nice going on right here. So just enjoy watching as I get this coat of paint on. I think I show this side again, but not the other, but I show the whole front. So I'm gonna get this done.
What's wrong? Something isn't right. Don't feel I belong in the light. Passion has gone and love's taken flight. Things just feel heavy tonight. I'm tasting no tears, not fighting no fears, but still there's a hole in my heart. Not on my own, but I feel it sometimes. Wondering what should I do? For reasons unknown, I don't need to decide. It's true that I don't have a clue. I'm tasting no tears, not fighting no fears, but still there's a hole in my heart. I'm wasting no time, I'm losing my mind, here till the day depart. Don't know what's wrong, something isn't right. Don't feel I belong in the light. Passion has gone and love's taken flight. Things just feel heavy tonight. Just feel heavy tonight.
And here we are painting our first coat of green on the drawers. I would go in like around on the edges with my brush first, and then go over with the roller. Again, that roller is going to give you a much smoother finish than the paintbrush. Again, on this first coat, it did not look perfect. It did not look fully covered, and that's okay. So I want to get a nice coat, but I want it to be, you know, you don't have to like make it as thin as possible, but you don't want to try to force more paint on there than is really easily going on. So yeah, these went pretty quickly. And the paint we got, that Sherwin Williams, is good quality, so it goes on nice and easy. It's not super thick, but thicker than, you know, if you were to go probably buy something at like Walmart or somewhere. So it is a nicer paint, and it goes on really well. Again, I'm loving the color. I think it looks awesome against the white behind it, and I know it's going to look really amazing once I get some hardware on there. And then maybe I will show a video of me like decorating on top of it, because I do want to make some changes with like what I usually keep on this piece. I just want it to look really nice over there. So maybe I will do that in an upcoming video. So as you're watching, if you have any thoughts about, you know, the way that I paint or something I could do differently next time, leave me a comment. Let me know. Maybe you're a professional, or you just do a lot of furniture refurbishing or updates. I'd love to know if there's something I'm doing wrong that I should change up. So leave me a comment. Also, just leave me a comment if you are, whether you're new or not. I would love to hear from you in the comment section, and I will do my best to respond pretty quickly. If you leave a comment, I try to keep a watch on that. Of course, if it's a much older video, I might not notice it, but with my newer uploads, I should be seeing those. So for sure, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. And then if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I don't always paint. I think this is like actually only the second time. The first time that I showed me painting on a video was my ceiling, where we had taken down some kitchen cabinets. And there was like a spot there where the cabinet used to be that was all yellow, had not been painted white when the rest of the ceiling was painted. So I know I showed that in a video, but I think other than that, this is the only time I have painting. So a lot of times I'm cleaning, sometimes I'm getting some laundry done or getting it all done, anything that needs to get done on a weekend. I've shown several, you know, like house tours when my fall decorations were up and when my Christmas was up. So that's the kind of stuff I'm normally showing, but as I do make changes to my home, which we do change things quite a lot, but since my channel's new, I haven't shown much, but I do plan to continue to show some of that going forward. All right, I did not film me doing the second coat of green because you already saw me do one coat of green. But I have done the second coat. It looks, I love it. I think it looks awesome. I think that it came out really nice. And here's the drawers, and I didn't do the door. Oh my gosh. I was scraping the bottom of that can and I just rinsed everything out. So I guess I'll be buying some more paint. Okay, well, I thought I was done. I forgot I set that up there and just was, I guess, excited that I had finished. Okay, well, I'm not done. But yeah, like I said, I was scraping the bottom. But I think I still got a good second coat on there. It is kind of dark in here, so when I get up in the morning, I'll be able to see better. And I was going to show y'all, my sister-in-law had given me this hardware. She went to one of those, like, Amazon, like, return stores. She given me these, I think, maybe, well, they won't work. They're too short. So, either way, I can't use them. But, I think the gold's going to look good, but I think that's a little too brassy gold. And I think I need more of like a matte. I don't know, is it more of a rose gold? I don't know. So I'll know it when I see it. But I can't wait to get some hardware on it. But I guess I do have to get another quart of paint. It might be good because in the morning I may see some spots that I don't see right now. It's 11 o'clock, so still able to get a good night's sleep tonight. And got this finished except that door, which I'm tempted to paint white and leave it. Nope, I'm not going to do that. Okay, well, that's it for tonight. I'll show you guys how it looks tomorrow. I'm not going to put any of the drawers back in till late afternoon, just to give it plenty of time to dry before I start messing with anything. And then I will get some more paint at some point and get that one lawn door painted. All right, thanks guys. All right, and it is now Sunday. So yesterday I did in the afternoon put the drawers back in. I got them a little better organized in here. So they're not beautiful, but I know where to find things. I'll just show you a few. And just got the room set back up. But of course, the door is sitting over here on the cat tower. It's primed, not painted, so I still got to take care of that. But the paint in general looks really good. I mean, I love the color. I think it looks so much better than like the yellowy, creamy color. You can see the color it was in there next to that white just didn't look good. So I love it. Of course, I got to get some more paint, get it finished fully. I don't want to put a bunch of stuff back on here. I'm going to seal it with like a matte polyurethane so that hopefully it won't scratch on the top when we put things on there. So I just set my wax warmer there for now, but I'm not going to put a lot of other things till I do that. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope it inspired you to maybe take a piece of furniture you're not loving and do something with it so that you'll love it again. I do really love how this turned out, so I'm so glad I did it, but ready to get it fully done, get some hardware on there, and then I'll show you guys again once I do that. All right, thanks. See you next time. Bye.